News, my lovely, wonderful people. What Nigerians not happy with Tinubu's government should do. This is Yakasi, a northern elder statesman, and he's revealing or giving, an insight and understanding to what Nigerians needs to do, because everybody knows that Nigerians are not happy with Tinubu. It's a known secret. Okay, Nigerians are not happy with Tinubu, and this is what he said Nigerians need to do in order for that to be corrected. He said, well, with what he can currently see at the moment, Nigerians need to take steps. Don't say you're not happy with a situation, with a matter, and just, fold your fingers and your hands and just go to sleep. It doesn't work that way. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe, as we get all the details on what is really going on. What Nigerians not happy with Tinubu's government should do, Yakasi gives full details. Northern elder statesman Tanko Yakasi has advised Nigerians who are dissatisfied with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government to initiate the process of correcting what they believe is wrong in accordance with the provision of the Constitution and the law. Yakasi, a former presidential advisor, said rather than engaging in hate speeches and unpatriotic actions, they should take advantage of available means of their remedies. The retired politician urged Nigerians to apply patriotic and legal means in addressing whatever may have gone wrong in the country at the moment. He warned that engaging in war of words and violent protests will not do the country any good, and as citizens any real good, as the case may be. In a statement he personally signed and made available to newsmen on Saturday, Tanko Yakasi insists that President Tinubu is only human and cannot satisfy all. We want him to be able to satisfy 200 million people at a time. At the same time, I'm not making an excuse for him. As a president, he has to do his best, and that's why he have ministers and people serving at different capacity. So it is his responsibility to make sure that every one of them are keeping up to speed and to date with what they needed to do. Other than that, he will be failing the people. The North particularly is not happy with Tinubu. My advice is we should all get ready and take the necessary step according to the Constitution. Let us not do things out of law and order and cause an anarchy and rancor in our society. If we destroy the opportunity of making our place a home because of one man, if he's gone, what happens? I will advise people, if you are not happy, follow the situations intensely, correct the wrong, take provisions of what is available in the Constitution, and let's see what we can do. The North particularly has criticized Tinubu, and I'm not happy with him either. But we must make every necessary steps and take them to ensure that we make all corrections that needs to be made for Nigeria to move forward. Tinubu is just one man, but we can make things work if we stand together and do not allow selfish individuals to take over our nation. Tinubu may not have gotten it all together, but we can decide what we want to see by not allowing any of their antics and tactics to keep us down. Nigeria must move forward, and we have a responsibility to ensuring that happen. Tanko Yakasi, we thank you very much, an elder statesman that you are, and you have spoken as an elder. Thank you very much for telling us to go through the premise of the Constitution. That's very fantastic. In fact, that's absolutely correct. That's what we should be doing, going through the ambience of the law in ensuring that. But I want to remind you, I want to refresh your memory to October 20, 2020. In this country, Nigerian youths came out en masse, mostly from the southern part of the country, southwest, south, and southeast, mostly saying that we are tired of the so-called security, personnel that they have put, in terms of leadership for us. Most of them are extorting the people. Most of them are even killing the people. And Nigerian youth spoke out. What did your government do? Then it was your brother, Muhammadu Buhari. He was advised to shoot aside. Yes. Now the army is, now there is one may wonder, why do we have the army, the police, the air force, and so on and so forth, all the security agencies that we have, the guides and the rest. The army is to protect the borders of the country against invaders, an issue of war and the rest. It's not supposed to be in a civilian environment. Hence, they have their barracks. If there are no issues of engagement or war and they need to, be home, they stay within the barracks. Yes, and they go to office and do official duties and, representations. But Nigerian army came out of the barracks. There was no war. Nigerian youths were not holding any form of shield in terms of, bulletproofs and the rest, or carrying any arms. All they had in their hands were the Nigerian flag, and in their lips, the national anthem that now has not been eroded even from our National Assembly, where we sing on your mandate. To be candid, we have lost direction. There is really no clear-cut direction on where we are headed as a nation. And you come, sir, to tell us that we should follow the Constitution. I plead to get an understanding. What Constitution are you really talking about? In concluding that story, the youths were fired at. Yes. And guess what? Nigerian government came out when everybody began to see the video because it was transmitting live. As they began to question Nigerian government, the Lagos state governor and every other personnel, including Buhari and the army, said in fact, it was a mess. But not very long ago, very recently, after about close to 2 years, we see your Lagos state governor come out and say they want to carry out a mass burial. And they said, no, you cannot bury them. We need to know what's going on. Who are these people? Have their family be consulted? And so on and so forth. So, Tanko Yakasi, I crave your indulgence again to tell us how we need to approach some of these things. Like you said, you have been a presidential advisor. I brought the story of Buhari government, which is just, it's not a distant memory. What did you advise? What did you do? Because you are telling us he's one man. Understood. Nigeria is just like maybe 2 states joined together in America. One man is the president. Am I saying it's perfect? By all means, no. But there is somebody must take responsibility for every inaction going on. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now. Let's hear your thoughts. Like us, share, subscribe. Bye-bye.